All right, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Team Clearcoat 200th podcast live. Their first time in the wild, perhaps?
Yes. It is, yeah.
Wow. Heckle them profusely, I think, is the name of the game. Anyway, 200th Team Clearcoat podcast.
Rolls right up the
powered
tongue.
by Haggerty.
That's right.
Yes, thank you, Eric.
Yes. No, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you for coming, everyone. Go for it, boys.
Ian,
Dave,
we're doing a podcast live.
we're not in your basement.
No, we're not.
Which is very weird.
And there's people here, Ian. We're all very nervous. Okay, so for anybody who hasn't heard us before, I'm Dave. This is Ian. We're gonna give you a little bit about ourselves. So, just as an example of who I am, I have an Infiniti old man sedan. Because at its core, I eat dinner at 4:30 p.m. I'm an old man, but I also have an impractical vegan that won't pass emissions. Thank you, Peter. All
This
right.
man sold it to him.
Yep.
It's his fault.
All right. Yeah, there it is failing right there. See the perplexed emissions employee? Yeah, he has no idea what he's in for. All right. Then this guy over here.
Yeah, I have a Volkswagen R32 that's ignorantly low.
Oh, wait. I have another picture for you. There you go.
Yeah,
That's its native habitat.
You. That's in its natural habitat, but that's the only time that's happened. So,
Except for that time also. And there's many more. But also, what else you got, Ian?
I've also got a 2008 Saab Turbo X Sport Combi, which is very rare and very rarely working. So, but it's got like the both of them.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
You want that? You want both sides of that coin. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm more of the taffy enthusiast half of the podcast.
I'm more into whiskey.
I like really digging into feelings and emotions and getting to the core of what drives us.
And I'm more into whiskey.
All right. So who has never heard us before? All right. Okay, I'm sorry. Who does not normally listen to podcasts? Okay, this is a bad place to start. Okay? All right. Let's see here. So just to kind of give you a high level about us, we have a YouTube channel. We're on iTunes. We celebrate anybody that views their car as more than a commuting appliance. So what are we talking about, Ian?
We're talking about crazy performance cars like this one we saw at Colorado Cars and Coffee a while back.
Look at that. Look at where the exhaust comes out.
Is the owner of this here?
That would be fantastic. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not where exhaust is supposed to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do we like, Ian?
Eyelashes. Car eyelashes. We're into it.
Love them. Yeah. We love Stance Bros. We're not afraid to admit it. This is a Stance CRV. Look at that.
Yeah. I like to give him a stance hug.
Yeah.
Give a hug stance.
Flare out.
Yeah.
Flare out at the base.
Hug stance.
That's good. That's good. People that daily drive hearses, we are all about that. Come on, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we actually had some people on the show in episode, what was it? 167, and they were hearse enthusiasts, and it is exactly what you think. Like, you either are a rockabilly kid or a goth kid, and there is no in between.
Yeah.
Those are the two camps you're in.
Right. Let's see. Oh, and then there's coal rollers. No, we don't like coal rollers. No coal rolling. Okay. But at its core, we're all car enthusiasts. It doesn't matter if you just simply enjoy the interior of your Lexus, if you've built an engine by hand, it doesn't matter. We're all automotive enthusiasts. So we just want to talk a little bit tonight about karting. Look at these two handsome idiots. Huh? Huh?
Lovely. Lovely. I think the thing that's special to me about karting is that it is the one place where it's impossible. It's the one time in my life where it's impossible to think about anything else other than what I'm doing at that exact moment.
Right. All your troubles just go away.
Right. Yeah. It's like a little island, a little oasis.
Yeah. I like it because I liken it to racquetball. So like with racquetball, the margin of error is huge. Like you hit the ball and it's going to bounce off the ceiling. It doesn't matter. You don't have to chase it across a field, whatever. Karting is kind of the racquetball of racing, right? You can just biff a lap, and it doesn't matter. If you get outside of this track, then I applaud you. Get a free T-shirt. But yeah, you're doing great.
So who here it was their first time in a kart? Okay. All
Okay.
right. Who had, and now you have to admit something, who had the slowest time for, the slowest best time? All right, so what was your what was your best time? Your best time? 35-ish?
Okay.
How about you?
Mike, you win a free race.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to be giving out free races throughout the show.
Yeah,
to
that's our way
encourage-
of preventing you from
to
leaving.
dupe people into staying.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Mike, here, you get a free race.
Also, we want to give a prize away to somebody that is most improved. So look over your timesheets if you still have them. And if you made a big jump today, show us your timesheet. We want to give a prize to the most improved. And then just a prize for the straight up fastest. Who thinks they were the fastest today? Yeah. All right. Nick.
Not you?
No? All right. You get prizes.
Come on up. So we have a 4-pack of free races for you.
Like you need more.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, you also win a T-shirt. No problem.
Yeah,
Thank you
pick
for
out your
coming
size
out
there.
and being the fastest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blow out the levels with clapping.
That's
Blow out
right,
the levels
that's
with
right.
clapping.
Oh, nice. Yeah, round of applause for Nick. Yeah. All right.
The elusive 29s.
I think one thing I really like as like an IT guy about karting is that you cannot argue with hard data. Like we all have our timesheets. We all meet our maker at the end of the heat, and it is fantastic.
I've got a bunch of excuses. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like that. Ian, what else do we do on our show?
Oh, I was drinking beer right then. We also, are we moving on? Okay, so we also do a game that we like to call FMK Cars. It's based on the classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, but we play with cars instead of people because we're nice. F means you drive it for a day. M means you marry it. It's your new daily driver. K means you kill it. It goes to the crusher immediately.
Yeah, so Ian's going to give me 3 cars here, and I'm going to decide FMK. I haven't seen these going in.
Right.
You have it queued up?
I do. I do.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is called Backseat Shouters, automotive arguments happening in your backseat.
Okay.
So the rules of this is you get 3 cars, you assign FMK. Sometimes there's a little bit of a kicker. There is in this one. So the idea behind this is that a lot of automotive podcasts kind of focus on arguing
Right,
with each other
right.
about things, about like manual Porsches versus PDK Porsches or whatever like that. And ours is a little more gentle and
Sure.
and loving. I
More
think.
cuddling.
Much more cuddling
Yeah.
than your average podcast. So this one's called Backseat Shouters, automotive arguments happening in your backseat. You will get the idea. The first one is a Nissan Leaf.
Okay.
In the backseat is quantity one Tesla fanboy
Ugh.
and
okay.
one quantity one Tesla short. So you know
Okay.
those guys on the internet who short Tesla stock and are very down on everything Tesla does.
Okay.
They will be arguing with you. Now the danger here, as you'll notice, because you also have an electric car,
Right.
is that they will join up and turn on you.
Oh, really?
So you have to worry about that as well. That's got to be part of your calculation.
I call that Thanksgiving.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
All right. So the next one is Mazda 3 hatchback.
Okay. All
You're gonna
right.
have a Ford superfan and a GM superfan in your backseat.
Okay. All right.
Right.
I grew up in Missouri. Like that was just high school.
Right,
Yeah.
but if you were driving a foreign car in
Yeah.
Missouri, you'd get joined up on,
True.
right?
True.
See? The last one, a little bit of a curveball. It's a
Okay.
Honda S2000. Now,
All right.
the eagle-eyed among you may notice that Dave is of the ginger persuasion. And one of my favorite moments, one of the things I'm most proud of having come out of my mouth on this show was when I decided that your rapper name would be MC SPF 50.
Yes, I'm a sunblock enthusiast.
Right. So with this, there's no argument happening in your car because there's only 2 seats. You are not allowed to put up the top.
Okay.
And the radio only plays political talk radio, but you are allowed to turn it down.
Okay.
Or off.
All right.
All right. So this is your respite from arguing, but it's not a respite from the sun.
No, it's not.
Your
okay.
natural
My mortal
enemy.
Okay. Having never driven an S2000, I think I'm going to take that for a day.
It's the best.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, yeah. So one day, I think I can deal with the sunburn and peeling after that. And then I have to go with the Mazda 3 hatchback for my Mary.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I have to kill the Leaf, which is unfortunate. I really, really love the Nissan Leaf. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, we had a great time.
We got to drive one a few months ago, and the best thing about it is that you can put it in like a low range and just rip front wheel drive donuts. In the
Yeah.
parking
You
lot.
drive a Leaf 1010s. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, let's see here. Who here would marry the Leaf? Oh, no.
Hard
one.
pass on Tesla
No,
fanboys.
Yeah. Mazda 3. Yeah, those are fantastic. Okay. Honda S2000. Yeah. All right.
Congratulations, all of you who said Honda S2000 are correct. There are no right answers, but you were right. Come on.
Yeah, we'll start up GoFundMe's for your melanoma copays. Yeah. So other things that we do on the podcast, we've kind of come up with some automotive phenomenon that we've seen over the years. One of them is car landmarks. I think this is something we can all relate to. This one is a street parked Acura NSX.
Right. So the idea here is that you could get thrown blindfolded into the trunk of a car, and if somebody let you out or you escaped in a strange neighborhood, or you thought you didn't know where you were, but the first thing you saw was a certain street parked car, you'd be, oh, I know exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a very specific thing for car enthusiasts. So like if I say Acura NSX,
City Park.
exactly.
Yeah. There's a BMW 8 Series on Alameda. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It lives there.
Yeah.
We know it.
Exactly. It probably can't move.
Right. The other one that we talked about was wax wings. So this person has a vanity plate that says wax wing on it, and the only thing we could think of was that it was a reference to the Greek myth of Icarus.
Yeah.
You know, flying too close to the sun and his wings melt, and we think it's apt because it's also on the front of, I'm not going to say an unreliable car,
Right. But imagine that in 15 years.
but it's
Right.
an unreliable car,
Yeah.
right? And so when you see a car like this next one, where it's a Jag XK with a temp
tags?
tag, that is an example of wax wings. That gentleman is flying too close to the sun.
Absolutely. We've all seen Mercedes S classes with temp tags. We know that's not going to end well, right? And then I think the one we're most proud of is something we call car stanza. So, Ian, car stanza?
Car stanza is when you see a car that's been up badged. So you see like a 328 and someone stuck some M badges on it to try to
Yeah.
fool people.
Yep. You know who you are if you've done it.
That is the George Costanza of the automotive community, because he would tell everyone he was an architect. He was
Yeah.
not an architect.
No, he was not. So,
And the frustrating thing about car stanza usually is, who is it for? Because everyone who would appreciate an M badge knows it's not an M. So who are these people doing it for?
right, they're lying to themselves. And like George Costanza, it's not a lie if you believe it.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
That's true.
So car stanzas, some of them are just blatant and weird. All right? Mercedes hood ornaments, Mercedes badges on anything. This is something that happens, right?
Yes.
PT Cruiser. All right? Chrysler K car. All right? Yeah. Yeah, right? And then this one is insane, okay? For anyone who can't see, all right? This is a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Okay, let's look past the stick-on vent, all right? Okay, we've all seen
You get a
stick-on
pass
vents.
this time,
Yeah,
Pep Boys.
Yeah, you get a Pep Boys gift card. You got to spend it somewhere, right? But they put, for some reason, TRD stickers on every door handle. Like, who is that for? Why? Right, exactly. Why?
I've also just noticed, because this is the first time I've seen this is the first time I've seen this picture blown up. I know also see it says sports.
Yeah, sports, plural. Plural. Yeah, all of them.
All the sports.
Yeah. So moving past like the blatant ones, some are funny. We fully support Toyota Priuses with V8 badges. I am
Endorsed.
Into it. Yeah.
Endorsed.
You put a V10. I want to see a V12. I want to see a W12 Prius. Do it.
I took this picture.
Yeah.
I took this picture, the TRD picture you took.
I took in Denver.
And then
yeah.
And then here's like this is our life now. People send us these.
Yeah.
And we just get driven crazy by them.
Yeah. So once you've seen them, you can't unsee them. Like it's the arrow in the FedEx logo between the E and the X. You never stop seeing it. So some of them are subtle, but like once you see them, you cannot unsee. All right. I had a meltdown about this one. I have a lot of meltdowns. This one, for some reason, is a Volkswagen Passat. All right. Wax wings. Okay. Temp tags that you're not going to do great. But they took a BMW M badge, turned it upside down to make a W, then didn't go with the W8. They just tacked the 3 on because I guess it came with the sticker off of eBay. Like, this has to go somewhere.
This
Right?
one gets weirder too. I mean, we're just gonna gloss over the Oakley badge. We
Yeah.
won't even touch that,
Right.
Because who knows? But I actually saw this. So Dave took this picture, and then like a week and a half later,
Yep.
I saw them as well and chased them down and
At
tried
the speed limit.
at the speed limit. And I tried to ask them about it, and I got nowhere. I got no good information. And he just said like, "Yeah, man," and then sped off. And then we got an email from a listener explaining to us that this is all somehow Bob Marley related.
Yeah. That it's the Bob Marley Whalers. the 3 of
W3.
them. And he was a BMW enthusiast. It just, there's a lot of layers, and it's not worth unpacking.
No.
So speaking of subtle, this is another one. I saw this on the same corner as the W3. Okay. I don't know what it is about this like weird corner. All right.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle
Yes.
of automotive sightings.
So it's a Mercedes S-Class, an older one, but the badge is out of order. It says 600S, and it's on the wrong side. And the V12 stickers were also misplaced. So who is this for? And it also brings us to the next phenomenon related to this, or I guess aspect of it.
The Rage Google.
Yeah, you see something and then you spend so much time rage Googling to try to find out if on a 1992 Mercedes S-Class where the badges were. Just deep in Google image searching. Yeah, great way to spend your time. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one got me going because like I think
Yeah.
the subtle ones really eat at me because
Yeah.
like I'll just wake up in a cold sweat at night.
Yep.
600S. But the ones that get you, I think, are the really like
Yeah.
over the top aspirational ones,
Yep.
right? Like
Yep.
that's the ones that really eat at you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've got a big problem with people that do this. So this is that Kia whatever. Somebody put a Jaguar badge on it, right? Kia made that car to look like the S-Class or S-Type, right? And then somebody just was enabled by that, empowered, and then just was like, okay, I'll just finish the job myself.
Enabled was the correct word. Yes.
Yeah.
You got it
Yeah.
right the first time.
Yeah. So that, yeah, imagine taking your car for an oil change and this is yours and you pull in and you have to tell them what kind of car you have, right? Okay, so same car. A listener sent us this, I think in Florida because that's where this stuff happens.
Yeah.
But they even did the wheel covers, all right? And then we knew as we were working towards the front of the car, yeah, Jaguar badge. Yeah, right? Yeah. Who is it for? Who is it for? Unless you have people to bayonet with that thing, you know, it's not worth it.
Right. You might have like a legally blind friend who's really into Jaguars, maybe.
Right.
Like can see a little bit.
Yeah.
But not
Yeah.
not too great.
Yeah. When they run their hands over it. Yeah.
Wait, this is a Kia.
Exactly. Exactly. Speaking of Kias, this seems to be something that happens with Kias. I saw this on the streets of Denver and I am a changed man. I am not the same. And I apologize to all of you in advance for you having to see this. If you want to tap out and go home, that's too bad. The doors are locked. All right. This is a Kia Sorento, but you'll notice that it has something weird on its nose. Yeah. Yeah, like a BMW X5. Okay? So once my blood pressure came down and I was able to see my phone screen again and rage Google.
Right, and that's one of the stages of grief after you see
Yes.
one of these things, right? You go through rage,
Denial.
denial,
Yep.
questioning, and then rage Google is like that's the last stage
Yes.
of
Acceptance is never part of the
No,
list.
it never is.
So I found a gentleman on the internet that apparently manufactures these and sells them. Yeah. Yeah, this is a thing. Yeah. Yes. Right? Yes. I think you're right.
Probably.
I think you're
yeah.
right. Yeah. So this one messed me up so bad. I went home and I told my wife about it. And she couldn't believe it. I had pictures. I dreamt about it that night. I dreamt that that car was driving around and it looked like somebody had ripped that off. This car has crossed the planes of reality and is the Freddy Krueger of car stanzas. Yeah.
And so Dave had a meltdown a couple weeks ago about it on the show.
Yeah.
And so actually today,
I'm getting anxious right now just thinking about it.
yesterday, someone sent us a follow-up that's related to this.
Oh, and I haven't seen this yet.
And Dave hasn't seen it yet. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I don't want to touch the keyboard, Ian. No! Oh boy, okay.
Now, I think what's important here is that you come for the grill, but you stay for the headlights where they've installed the fake halos around the.
Did they just melt the headlight lens like with a coffee cup? Like that was really hot?
And I think those are like legit BMW wheels as well,
Oh wow.
with white walls, which is a whole other choice.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, and they have a BMW front license plate holder.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh man.
Oh, and it says BMW. I just noticed.
Oh yeah.
No, this is not from Colorado.
And on the hood, look, there's a BMW emblem on the hood.
Oh yeah, they're all in.
We know what I'm dreaming about tonight. Yeah. Thanks, Ian.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, I think in the notes it says photos sent to us by a Twitter user. Can you read that?
Yeah,
It's
Lightspeed
two-part.
Mike. Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Lightspeed Mike.
Yeah,
for
thanks, Mike.
messing with all this ginger
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, this is going to go well. Okay, so let's get away from BMW X5 grills, paste it onto things.
Right. So away from Car Stanza, we also have another segment on the show that we just call My Eyes, and it's just things we see out on the road, whether they're rage-inducing or
Right.
joyful or
Things that
just
make you happy.
head scratching, whatever it is.
Like
Right.
we're always happy to see a Fiero moving under its own power, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Audi all-road with all four
Airbags
all
working?
airbags working. Yep.
Yep.
That's another rare sight.
So here's one that Ian saw, all right? And you can tell a lot about someone by the stickers that they put on their car, okay?
Yeah. So
Walk me through this one, Ian.
So this one's a bit of a journey, and I think those of you kind of farther away might have a harder time with this. But if you start over, what you want to do is start over on the right-hand side,
Yeah.
where you got swamp grown and Florida and an American flag, and you're already getting a picture of who's driving this truck, right?
Right.
And
They
then
don't
you
have
move-
sleeves on their shirt.
Right. You've got a kind of a fuzzy picture coming in, and then you move to the center, and you got a camo gator and a Dale Earnhardt angel wings number, and it's starting to firm up the person
Yep.
who's driving this truck.
The Taz.
And then you get
Chevy.
a Taz, and then wait, what is that over on the left?
It's a sticker for the band Blur. Britpop does not seem like something that tracks with this individual.
This is a person who heard one song from Blur, and that song is song number 2.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then they put a Blur sticker on their truck and just confused the hell out of me.
Yeah, right? These guys, because that's what you think of when you think of Florida, is Blur. All right? So I took a picture of a car, all right, and I blocked out everything except the sticker. So I got a T-shirt for whoever can guess the car
First.
all right? So when you think of it, just shout it out.
And we'll slowly uncover the car.
Yep, all right, so here's the sticker. It's hard to see, but that's a tiny little Nürburgring sticker, all right?
All right,
Okay.
so no.
No.
Any other guesses? What car would have a Nürburgring sticker that would warrant a picture?
Right. Okay, here is your next clue. That little dot up there, that's the backup camera.
We're working with some real estate.
Yeah. Okay.
Any guesses? No. You're close.
You're close too. All right, I'm going to show you a tail light. First one. Yeah. Boom. G-Wagon. Awesome. Yes. Yeah. You get a race. You get a T-shirt. That sticker is on a G-Wagon. Yeah. Exactly. Why? All right. So you want to introduce our next
I'll
one?
introduce the next thing. So the other kind of long-running segment we had on the show, which is sadly now gone, was something that we called Chris Batches. And this was, I had my buddy Chris, who worked at an undisclosed car dealership in an undisclosed location. And he was like a service manager there, and he would just send us pictures of like what rolled in through the door. And normally he was also in it and providing some like color commentary with the space.
Yeah. He knows how to express a lot. So first up, you're taking your car in for maintenance. You have a spare tire with you. You just pop it in the passenger seat because that's what you do, right? Yeah, there's Chris there, right? All right. The expression on his face is just priceless.
Yeah, and that one sort of makes sense. Like you're taking a car part to the car dealership to get work done. The next one, it's a can of beans. It's a huge can of beans.
Yeah, imagine that in an accident, okay? That bean projectile all over. Yeah, the EMTs, I don't feel good for them. Yeah. All right. Up next.
And then there was like for a while there, we got into like a food theme with him.
Yeah.
And there was just a package of
raw meat,
hamburger meat
sitting on, like maybe turn on the seat cooler.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, that's also very optimistic of how long the service is going to take. Like, I want you to do this before the food enters the danger zone.
Right.
And
I think we can also say that he worked at, making this decision even worse, he worked at a Volkswagen dealership.
Right.
Which means that meat was not going to be good. Yeah. But my very, very favorite Chris Batch of all time was he sent us a picture of a car whose owner had, I'm going to say, figured out the meaning of life. It's maybe the wisest person on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty.
The next reincarnation of the Dalai Lama drives a Mustang. Yeah. And this is their car. Yeah. All right?
It's literally everything you need.
It's booty and pizza.
And that is like gender
neutral.
Yeah.
It doesn't say whose booty.
Everybody needs booty and pizza and a Mustang, and that is it.
Yeah, you got it, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the meaning of life. I think we can just end right there.
Yeah. The only thing that would make that better is if Chris's face was in it.
I know, right? Yeah.
But maybe some raw meat.
What are your guys' thoughts on windshield stickers? Are we in favor of windshield stickers? Who's in favor of windshield stickers?
I mean,
even after saying booty and pizza, you're not in favor of windshield stickers? Oh, I blew out the levels. Who's very against windshield stickers? Steve.
Yeah, Steve. I see a few passive nods.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. All right.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. All right.
We don't have to agree on everything.
I'm going to cancel the eBay order then. for booty and pizza stickers. All right. So we've been at this for a while. This is episode 200. We just kind of want to talk about some things that have really stuck out in our mind in the past.
Right. So I think the first episode you have up there, the Dodge Journey. So
it's not a good car.
Spoiler alert, it's not a good car. I had gone to Montreal with my wife for our 10th anniversary, and we rented a Dodge Journey, and we drove from Detroit to Montreal. So I had a lot of time with this vehicle, and it is the worst new car available today. It is horrendous.
You said it was like someone that says...
I said that the sentence that gets said most often right before the signature goes on the paper is, no, we don't have to get a minivan. You're a big, strong man. We don't have to get a minivan.
I'm a big, strong man.
That's all that the Dodge Journey is just posturing and nonsense. Just get a minivan. They're delightful.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
So the next one was kind of a keystone episode for us because, as we're doing podcasts, we go through life changes. I was in a pretty rough spot, and Ian came over to where I was staying at the time, and we recorded podcast episode number 42 in my buddy's basement. And Ian opened it with identifying how he was going to die.
Right, yeah.
You predicted your own death.
Yeah, I said I knew exactly how I was going to die, and it was going to be with a bottle of whiskey in one hand and a bottle of Quikrete in the other, fixing the road near my house because I kept hitting my oil pan on it when I drove my Volkswagen.
Yeah. We also talked about, besides Ian's mortality, we talked about how when someone cuts you off, your response to them, like Do you just flip them the bird? Do you
Right.
give them like the hands up?
What's everyone's good? Does anyone have a go-to strategy?
Thumbs down.
A
that's
thumbs
a good
down.
One.
That's a
I like
good
that.
one.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Dad. Yeah, you pull the dad card on them.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also some thumbs down is good because it's also some strong like Julius Caesar vibes.
yeah. I like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
You did not make the cut with that lane change.
A shake of the head, that's good too. Anyone else have a good one? All right, so Dave,
Putting booty and pizza on their car.
booty and pizza. What was yours? Yours double bird?
No, mine was just like
Oh,
either-
exasperated.
Yeah, just like if somebody's tailgating me, I'll just go like this, like hands up. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
I
Yeah.
take a slightly different route with this. Usually I give him one of these. Give him one of those, give him a little kiss, and then sometimes I'll even throw in a little sexy bite, a little erotic gobble, if you will.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's what you want to do.
I like that. That's a good coping mechanism.
Yeah. I also noticed here that we had nothing good going on between episodes 42 and 163, apparently.
No, just skip those. Just skip those. Yep. Just fast forward in iTunes. Right? Just scroll down. Yeah. So in episode 163, we interviewed a guy named Ted Parks. He built his own roadster from scratch, made the fiberglass body.
Varsity Roadsters.
Varsity Roadsters, yeah.
Yeah.
So we've all had an encounter with like the insane overachiever that seems like they only sleep 1 hour a night, right? This is Ted. He's an orthopedic surgeon, musician,
Yeah.
artist. He knocks out like
Yeah, he paints.
amazing oil paintings. Yeah,
He built his own car. He built 2 of them.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and this is
like
all-
we all do.
This is also a really great story about like car enthusiast meet cute
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I was in physical therapy because I broke my ankle, doing some cool stuff.
Yeah,
I was playing soccer with my 3-year-old, and I saw the Roadster, and it was like a car, like a garage, right?
parking garage, Ian.
And so that's what it's called. And I was going up the ramp, and I saw like a corner of it, and I was
Right.
like, "What? Wait, what is that? Is that a Jag?" And so I doubled back and looked around, and as I saw more of it, I was like, "Wait, no, that's Cobra." And then I saw more of it, and I was like, "No, that's a Corvette." And then I got up to it, I was like, "I have no idea what I'm looking at."
Right.
And it turned out it was like a one-off with an LS3 and like a custom chassis and the whole thing. And it's this gorgeous, gorgeous car. So, and he's out of Denver. He's a doctor here in Denver. And he has a company called Varsity Roadsters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
look those up. Google them now. We should have put a picture in here.
I love that.
But anyway, so at the meet cute part, I didn't
Yeah.
explain that.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that I put a note on his windshield. I had a TeamClearCoat sticker, and I wrote a note on the back of it, stuck it in his windshield wiper. And he ended up coming on the show, and he was a super interesting guy.
Yeah, fantastic. You
Yeah.
think like somebody like that would be insufferable to talk to? He was fantastic. He was awesome. Yeah. I also love that parking garage moment where you catch the corner of a car and you're like, I think it's that. So you like that this demands further investigation. Like whatever I was going to, I'm going to be late now because I have to find out if this is a DB7 or not. Right? And then as you uncover the layers.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And if you look at it, it's like got a little bit of Ferrari in there. It's got a little bit of a Jag in there. It's got a little bit of everything. It's really cool.
Yeah. So episode 167 was an episode where we talked to our hearse enthusiasts, Erica and Adrian. So that was just, I saw them on the street. Erica had a custom hearse or a custom vanity plate that said Nosferatu. And I just Instagram stalked her and sent her a direct message and said, I'm not creepy. Please come talk to me on my podcast in my basement covered in blankets. Right?
Spoiler alert, he is creepy.
Yeah, but it worked, and they're fantastic. They were awesome people to talk to. Daily driving hearses is just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then lastly, Ian.
We had this guy over here on episode 190, and that was a lot of fun. I think we probably would have run, I'm going to say 7 or 8 hours had we not had to cut it off.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And yeah,
It was 2 hours, yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show, Eric.
It was a blast, though. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. No, you're fine. It was great.
Let's see. Audience questions.
And if anyone has an FMK cars that they can think of off the top of their head, there is a free race in it for them.
Yeah.
There is a mic available.
Yeah.
If anyone has an FMK cars that they want to pose to the group, then there's a free race in it for you.
All right. Also, most improved. Don't forget. Yeah. Look
most
over your
improved,
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But while you guys are pondering that, let's play a classic FMK cars.
Hey, real quick,
Oh.
I have something for you that I didn't tell you about. So, remember when I said I like to unpack things? So Ian is not going to like this. You're going to watch him squirm. Today is the gentleman's birthday. There we go. Bang. There we go. Yeah. Happy birthday, Ian. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We could sing.
No.
You just pour water on the laptop.
We're done here.
Episode 200 and the last episode.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. So we'll do one more FMK car. So this is one of mine. So in this FMK cars, these are cars that are widely considered to not be great, but I don't quite understand why. Because if you just take that car for what it is fantastic. So in this FMK cars, if you have this car, it's the only one. That's it. It's like the car Highlander, right? So the first one is a Porsche Boxster. Okay?
The original generation.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate on these, but if you think about it, I mean, how could that be bad, right? It's a great car, okay?
I love those guys.
Right? Up next, the V8 M3, the E92. For some reason, I don't quite get it. A lot of people are down on these. Whatever, okay? But if you had the only V8 M3, that would be pretty sweet, right? That would kind of turn it around. And then lastly, Ian, a Corvette C4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you the Grand Sport. Okay?
Right.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you probably saw a lot of them. Yeah. Imagine if you had the only C4. Even if it had an automatic transmission, it'd still be awesome, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember what I said last time is the problem.
Good.
I think, unfortunately, I've got to crush the Corvette.
Really?
Yes. Because I think I have to marry the BMW, and I think I'm going to drive the Porsche for a day.
Okay. All right. Who would marry the Boxster? All right. I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
All right. The BMW?
Yeah. That seems to be the winner, yeah.
Right? Why do people not like that car? I don't get it. Yeah, but it gets some hate, right? Yeah. Who'd marry the Corvette? There we go. All right. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right? And then did you have something else here?
Yeah, I can do one. Did I put it in here?
Nope.
I did not. No, I don't have another one.
Okay. All right. No problem.
I can do a random one.
Nah, that's all right.
Does anyone else want to try their hand in the FMK cars? It doesn't have to have a catch or anything like that. It can just be like Mustang, Challenger, Camaro.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
a
like
good
in
way
a
to
group.
figure out something about somebody. Yeah, go for it, Nick.
Okay, so Honda S2000, C5 Corvette, and Mazda Miata. What generation Miata?
What
Dealer NB. Ooh,
Okay.
interesting.
dealer's
Okay.
choice? Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
you go first.
So I'm 6'4". I can't fit in a Miata, all right? But I could cram myself into it for a day, right? And then I'm not too big on the C5. I've driven one, and I don't know. Like a fake gold medallion just showed up on my neck when I did. I wasn't really too into that. Yeah. So I think I would have to, for a day, the Honda S2000. I need to hear something wrapped to 9,000 RPM. Yeah.
So for a day, it's the Honda S2000, and
Yeah.
you're going to marry the C5?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Because I can stretch out.
Okay, I'm gonna crush the Miata. Sorry, and then I'm gonna marry the S2000.
Okay.
No. I'm gonna marry the C5. I'm gonna marry the Corvette,
Really?
and I'm gonna do the yeah. We're doing the same thing. That's awkward.
Just you and me, Thelma and Louising in a C5 Corvette. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Nice. That's the first time we've ever touched.
Untrue.
Yeah, thank you, Nick. Yeah. But yeah, just I want to thank Haggerty. We certainly want to thank Haggerty for sponsoring the show. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around and listening to our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
So we also have a few more T-shirts and races to give away. If you come up and show us that you have subscribed to us on either iTunes or YouTube,
Yeah.
you will get a free thing.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's the last prize of the evening.
I want to see our subscriber numbers gently go up and then just gently go down when they walk out the door. Got my T-shirt. Unsubscribe.
Oh, other thank you, Steve. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for helping us promote this. Steve does awesome events of his own with Colorado Cars and Coffee. So if you're not already part of that Facebook group, you should do that immediately before you subscribe to this nonsense.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks to the Unser staff for hanging around and letting us do this. We really appreciate it. Yeah, big hand for the Unser staff. Yeah, thank you, Allie. Yeah. All right, and yeah, thank you. And most of all, thank you for doing 200 podcasts with me, Ian. I know I'm a lot,
Yeah, you're all right.
but I really appreciate it. Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
All right.
So
We love you guys. Thank you.